you're not a danger or an enemy to my city. I sense that these others have recently arrived. I will send you to them. You guys got a short, quick rest in, and now you are racing up what appears to be some sort of like museum or tower that was somewhere else in the city that you hadn't yet explored. You encountered some cultists as you ran in the building, some fanatics as they were, and you took care of them rather handedly, despite the fact a number of problems. One, totally misread the map for a staircase, and you guys fought them in the opposite direction that you should have, but hey, whatever. Also, a computer that is lagging severely on my end, which tonight moving the map around is continuing to be a giant pain in the butt, but we will see what we can do. And then lastly, you guys emerged into what looks like a museum floor where there's all sorts of weird, arcane, and sort of mystical stuff and things scattered all over the place, which must have happened as the city had fallen a millennia ago. On the floor around you are several more of the cultists. I believe, if I remember correctly, that you guys had surprised them, and so several of you had been able to take actions. Is that correct, or am I misremembering?
You're misremembering. We killed them all.
That's what I remember.
You killed them all from exactly where you're standing on the map right now. That is not in my notes. That is not
Firestorm.
Firestorm. That's a spell we've yet to see, and it just happened. So interesting. Does anybody else want to try at a recap? Maybe one that might click a little more in my memory, as I do see green check marks and red circles on the map.
Hey, well, I'm sorry.
I'm in the
didn't write that down, but.
Is everybody else seeing the room that we're in? Because I'm in the stairwell.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Stairwell. Although, unless it's just like a big map.
So it's a really big map.
So you just zoom out. It's over to the right.
Oh, okay. Will do. Got it.
And so I think as you guys emerged in the room, I may have shared some of this stuff and things with you. If I hadn't, allow me to give you some flavor text. Suspended from the ceiling of this spacious 50-foot square antechamber is the glittering frost-covered corpse of a 30-foot-long aberration shaped like a funnel. It resembles an anemone, perhaps? A tooth-filled maw at the wider end is surrounded by rubbery cilia, and around it dangle 4 limp, spindly appendages, each one ending in a clawed hand. At the opposite end of the body is a tail laced with a stinger. A frost-covered plaque is bolted to the pedestal nearby, and the entire display is framed by 4 stone pillars that are oddly frost-free in comparison to the rest of the room. As you guys had emerged into this place where there are these like giant statues to the left and to the right of you where you're standing right now of gods of some bygone age. There's looks like some kind of like hellish battering ram to your left, and the actual like head of a large red, if not gargantuan, red dragon to the right, mounted to the wall. What can you guys remind me about check marks and red circles? Because that I don't have a note about.
I
have no idea. Map. Yeah, I thought they were from a previous map.
Like grab stuff.
Copied and pasted everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
In that case, allow me to remove those. Or not. Or not. It just is like, no, you can't. You just can't.
They're there forever.
So fair enough. So let's disregard red dot circle and green check. And I believe that I was giving you guys a surprise round.
A surprise round, exactly.
Yes. And so that's what allowed Harvest to ditch all the way over to the left over here. Vaylin ran over here. Ziada, I think you ran straight up to get in this guy's face right in front of you, correct?
Yes. That's correct.
Okay. Sorry, I heard a whisper of a sound, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
no,
yes.
I'm moving around.
Okay. And then as far as Jux and Loki go, for shits and gigs, I want to give you guys that bonus round too. So you can either take an action or you can move in this sort of surprise round.
You read the last week. You read the caption on whatever that aberration, that anemone thing was. Can you repeat what was written there?
So I read what was on the placard.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. The placard says adult Faerim, Phaerim, Faerim, do not touch in bold letters. Dwellers of the Underdark, Faerim are malevolent aberrations that are master spellcasters and highly resistant to magic. They use their telepathy to control the weak-minded. They strive to erase all other beings from existence and are known to have caused the collapse of the Saruk Empire of Isitosafifi. They use their tail stingers to inject their eggs into alien hosts.
Ooh.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant.
And that's in reference to the skeleton that we see in the center of the.
No, the skeleton is of I think at that size, a gargantuan dragon that must have fallen from the ceiling or collapsed from standing there, kind of like a dinosaur in a museum these days.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're talking about right now
is all the way to the top.
Is this
thing
that's here, and I'll give
okay.
you guys a little better. Let me see if I can do it this way. A little better picture of that by doing this.
Okay.
I'm still on the staircase.
Scroll to the right.
You scroll all the way over to the right.
Let's see. Gotcha. That's why Loki was missing, because both Lokis are right here. Gotcha.
But yeah, so Loki, Novakri, and Jux, you guys have the ability to take an action or move on this turn. Additionally, Loki, there's 2 Lokis. Do you have a mirror image going, or was that just another copy and paste issue?
I don't have control of this Loki. I think I grabbed him from the other map.
All right, I will remove that.
I think I need to be added to initiative too.
Yes. Is anybody else not on initiative right now? See Jux, Loki, Vaylin, Ziada, Harvest. Yep, everybody's there. I think this was one of the issues that was happening last week too. So second Loki doesn't want to delete either, so I'm just going to leave him there, and he's not there. But
he's a figment of your imagination.
Yes. All right. So Jux, you have the ability to either move or take an action. Loki, you have that too. And if anybody's filling in for Mike this week, Novakri has that as well.
And Novakri needs to be put on the initiative, I think.
That is a good point. Oh.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some water.
Maybe that's why. Put Novakri right here. Pull by Loom. All right. Should be able. Whoever wants to play Novakri should be able to move Novakri around. But yeah, so Jux, Loki, Novakri, what are you guys doing? Are you casting a spell?
So when you say we have an action, does that mean like if we were to cast our spells, would we be able to? Is it just the one?
Yes. Yes. So like if you
Let me
well,
finish
no,
my
like
question before you answer.
if you were going to fire your Eldritch Blast, because you do 2 Eldritch Blasts as one action, because it's part of the attack action or part of that action, you'd be able to do both.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to do that
Pew.
on the one right in front.
The one right in front of Ziada.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on. There's sign.
All right, so 12 will not hit. Actually, hold on. I want to double check a rule real fast. I'm just looking up a surprise in 5e, just understanding. I believe
It's more like a condition in 5e,
yeah.
where you are in a state of surprise, you can take no reactions or do your turn, and then you
Cannot move
act
or take
normally.
actions. Yep. On
Yeah.
the first turn. Okay, I didn't know if that granted an attacker advantage at all, because I didn't want to, like, shortchange you guys that if you had it, but no, apparently not. So yep, that was a miss, Jux. But I know you got another one.
Yeah, but my computer doesn't want to really cooperate with me.
All right, that is a hit, and it was on the dude that's right here in front of Ziada, correct?
Yep.
All right. This. Okay. You take a chunk out of him as this eldritch energy pulses from your hand and blasts into that guy. All right, that is your surprise action. Loki and or Novakri, what are you guys doing?
Novakri's going to be doing much of the same.
Pew pew.
Is this one's right next to Ziada, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a hit. That's 8 more points of damage. start putting some marks on this guy. That is
Oof.
definitely a hit, but very low damage.
Thinking an 11 won't hit this guy.
An 11 won't hit, but when you are as a rogue, you don't get anything for surprise, or is it just the assassin like subtype for rogues?
I think that's just the assassin subtype.
All right.
Well, assassin
So
gives a crit on a hit if the person hasn't gone. I don't know if it gives advantage.
I believe there's something where if you have surprise, you gain advantage.
And Tasha's rogues can use a bonus action to give themselves advantage. Are you cool with that? Or
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Because I want to see you guys win. I don't want to just immolate you with these guys.
okay.
I'm not sure if I believe that.
Well, I mean, come on. These guys are you're working your way to the top of the tower. There's got to be something more juicy up there.
Oh. I rolled 2 nat 1s in a row. That's with my fucking trait. My lucky trait.
Oh no.
How many luckies do I have for the future?
I'll tell you what. You're more than likely going. I mean, you guys will make your own roadmap decisions, but more than likely, you guys, if you survive this, will probably be able to take a long rest.
Oh, this would be my last lucky.
Jeez.
Yeah, alright. We're gonna do this one more time just to see if we're gonna be taking a long rest soon. Alright,
That's it.
okay. We found it.
And with 23 points of damage, how do you take out this first dude in the room?
My arrow goes through the air, takes off this guy's head, and is now pinned to the dragon's skull.
Oh, sick. All right, that guy is dead. Let's get that off the map. All right, so now we go to the top of the initiative. Oh, by the way, Loki, did you roll initiative? Yes, you did. I gotta redo that, and I need to do Valen's initiative as well. All right, not bad. Let's redo this order. Okay. Scroll back to the top. Okay, Harvest, it is your turn. You ducked over to the left at the beginning of your turn, took some cover behind what looks like a cannon and a battering ram with some sort of demonic skull on the top of it. Your party members took out one of these cultists, one of these cult fanatics, and it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I have no idea.
Okay, I mean, honesty is fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Cast Meteor Storm on the room? Do it. Let's see it happen.
Yeah. That creature that has the do not touch sign on it, the like little
Yep. The
sucker
Fey.
face alien thing. Does it look like alive and moving, or does it look petrified?
It
Dead?
That's a really good question. It looks real, but it's either been taxidermied so well that it has lasted like that for millennia here, or there's something else going on with it. But as far as it being alive, I won't even make you make a check. There does not appear to be, like, it doesn't appear to be breathing. It doesn't appear to be moving.
Or
It just
moving.
appears to be like, it appears to be transfixed into the pose that it's in on the dais that it's been set on as sort of like a presentation, like a whatchamacallit, like a
Just-
museum piece, right? Yes, museum piece.
Are we able to discern based off of that information if it was some kind of like a magic spell that was placed on it that put it into like a stasis, or
Yeah, so I think Novakri rolled like a really good Arcana check last week before we left, and that Arcana check didn't really tell her much about the Faerun because she had a question about it, but you would know that it's not an effect. There is no spell on it. Like, it's not like the invisible creature that was in a state of stasis. This is just this is a aberration, and by nature they defy the rules as to what is. They are aberrant to the natural world.
All right.
For further description, the only thing that differentiates it from the rest of the room, as far as like how the rest of the room looks, that like presentation area up there, that raised space, is free of frost, which the rest of the room has over all of it. So it appears that maybe there's a magical effect on the area that it's on, and that's why there's no frost on it. But as far as an effect on the creature itself, there's nothing to be noted.
Do that.
Oh God.
Yep.
Oh God, how many
Sorry,
animals? What are you doing to me?
I'm gonna conjure 8 wolves. We're gonna go old school on this.
All right.
To day 1.
What is it? They have to be within 30 feet of you, or where do you want
No,
them to go?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. So let me.
They're gonna surround this guy.
Which that guy? Okay.
And they get their own initiative, I think.
Well, for sake of shits and giggles, I'll just have them go on your turn.
You got it. Whatever you say, DM.
We'll keep this moving because you just threw out 6 more creatures onto the map. Let me just see if I. Do I have? You know what? We know they're wolves. We know they're wolves, but I think I have this saved, so I'm just gonna grab this and put it down there. Move it. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna put. Come on, kitty. Move over here, please. Oh, okay. Peace. Can you imagine, like, you're just standing in a room on guard duty, and then all of a sudden around you are just 6 snarling wolves, like, just there. Just there's no.
8.
I'm sorry.
Still
there's
8.
So I can't put them on the table that's to his left. So is there somewhere else you'd like me to put the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 of them?
Sure, put him on this guy if he's within 60 feet of me.
Yeah, that's fine. 1.
Okay.
Paste. Druids.
Flanking.
Yep. No, well, they also have, they don't even need it because they have pack tactics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So that is 8 wolves, and if you make commands, they defend themselves from hostile creatures. So I'm just gonna say they go on your turn. You have 8 wolves to command. So I'll tell you what. These creatures that are the people that they are fighting right now.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
have
die?
an AC of 13. So just roll and tell me what you're doing for damage, and I will just put it on the map. This is 6.
Gotcha. Okay. So they all have advantage. So each wolf rolls twice.
Correct.
Got it. And it's a +4. I wonder if that works.
What?
No,
So
probably not.
for ease of this, why don't you just start?
Roll once for all of them?
Well, no. That would shoot. If you rolled 2 ones, you'd hate yourself for doing that. So
I would.
let's just start with the top wolf to the north of the guy on the left, and we'll just work around.
Got it. Work our way around?
Yep.
Okay.
So a 7.
So that was just the
they have a
advantage.
+4 modifier. So that that
Correct.
person's a hit.
Okay. Do you want me to roll damage, or just want me just to see if I rolled to hit for all of them and then do damage after?
No, just roll damage, just so we can move it along. If it's a hit, roll damage, just so you can.
Gotcha. 2d4 + 2. Okay, that's damage.
Yep. All right. So 7 points down on that guy. All right. Next, wolf. That's a hit. So I mean, you can roll again just to see if it's crit. And if it's a hit, so roll damage. All right. Pretty regular. Another 7 points. Okay. Start putting some dots on. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna need to do this. I'll do it anyways. But that's another hit. Roll damage.
Jesus Christ.
All right, 5 points. He's still up.
That was 3 attacks. That was 3 wolves.
That
We're
was
on
3
number
wolves.
4.
And number 4. That's a hit.
Just-
And he.
Finally.
Oh no, not dead yet. Almost. Not, I'm still standing. It may take all 5 wolves. It's a hit. So you can see if it's a crit. I mean, you're probably gonna kill this guy. All right, he had 5 hit points left. How does the last wolf bring this guy down?
Oh, rips out the jugular, of course, and eats it.
Oh. All right. As
Next
as,
3 wolves.
Yep. We'll start with the one on the right and go clockwise again. It's definitely a hit.
Finally.
All right. 8 points of damage.
Was it
That's a
10
miss.
hit? No.
No.
Yep. Okay.
That's a miss on that one.
Fine.
All right. And then that one is going to be a hit. See if it's a crit. Nope. It's a hit.
Jesus. Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, listen.
That's my turn.
Yeah, you took out a cultist. You put a ton of more people on the map. You cast a spell. You commanded them. You still have a move action or a bonus action if you want.
Yeah, now I'll move because that cultist is handled. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. I'm gonna move up here. I'd like to just kind of like look at that table a little bit closer. Those gems. What is that I'm seeing?
Okay. Give me a knowledge nature.
They're goddamn minerals, Marie.
15. They appear to be two types of jewels, obviously by their shapes and their cuts. But what's fascinating about them is they appear to be pure, like pure samples of both of them. I'm trying to think like what's like my gemologist information is not as perfect as maybe it should be, but
You're ruining my fantasy, Tom.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So one of them is something called Amarantha. I believe that's how you say it, Amarantha. And Amarantha is this. It's an interesting stone that it's normally it's green, but apparently these are blue, and it's called the shield stone, and it's noted for its magical properties, which is the ability to absorb electricity. Normally these things go for like crazy money, but something that is like this pure is like just you can't even imagine what these would be worth. Like a normal like chunk like this that was of the green nature would go for like 4,000 or 5,000 gold pieces easy. This would be worth probably double that.
Well, then that is a number that you can imagine.
You know, sure, I'm imagining, but it could be more, could be less. I mean,
I'm a very serious druid. I have a limited imagination.
and then the other one, the one in the back is something called citrine, and citrine is it's curious that these would be next to the amaranth because they're not known for having you're unaware of any sort of like magical conductivity or like restorative powers that would be connected with it, but that's what it's there. And these are all massive pieces of citrine. Maybe there was some like extra value that the Nether East placed on citrine, but you're not sure.
And do I, from that nature check, do I know that they would be safe to touch? There's no reason why I can't like touch them, pick them up.
As far as you know, there's nothing that you're aware of that would make these like a charlatan, right? Or that they would be possessed by some sort of like magic that could affect you. But you rolled a nature check to know what they were. So that's what you know.
Okay, I'm gonna like try to start picking one up, put it in my backpack.
Okay, they're heavy, like they're
too big for my backpack.
No, you
too
could
heavy
probably
for me.
put one. You probably put one in there, but they're
okay.
They've got some.
I'll put one in there.
Roll me a Constitution. No, kidding. You can't do this turn, but you can do it next turn because you've moved up there.
Okay, gotcha.
Interacting with the thing to get it in your backpack, you need to spend some time to do it. All right.
No worries.
That was Harvest's turn. Loki, you are up. What do you want to be doing?
All right. I'm going to shoot an arrow over at this guy. Surrounded by wolves, would I get sneak attack? Because they're allies?
I think so. The wolves are treated as allies, so
Sweet.
Yes.
Sweet. $19.
19 is a hit. 21 damage. What does this guy have left? Come on, roll 20. Work with me. Here we go. 21 damage kills this guy as he only had 19 health left. Pew pew! Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
I will move here. Which one is the real Novikree?
The one that's the one that you're standing next to right now. That's to your right.
Oh, this one's the real one. Okay.
No. The one to your north is not real.
Okay.
It's a figment of Tony's imagination.
Gotcha.
Real Novikree, please stand up.
No, yes. Gotcha. All right. So this one. She's not really hiding me. Let's see, I'll go back here and I'll roll to hide. That's it.
That's okay. Zoop. You blink out of existence. Vaylin's turn. Vaylin is going to target the next one that's up there. She is going to throw a chill touch at him because she's been spending a lot of spells, I just realized. Oh my god, that dice went everywhere. But a 10 is not going to hit, so that is her turn. That sucked. No, come back. Do this. All right, that was Vaylin's turn. This guy is... Who is this guy? Come on. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing again. I think it's the size of this map that is causing my Roll20 to be so slow. Oh, and for some reason just skipped by the dude whose turn it is. So that's fun. Okay, so for shits and gigs, I'm going to say it was one of the dead guys. And Ziada, you are up.
Okay. I'm up.
You are up. Yes.
All right. So let's do some measuring. Yeah. Time to run up and see what we can do. First, I'm going to make him make an athletics or acrobatics check. I'm gonna try and smash him with my shield. Good luck beating that.
I don't even have athletics. I just have a strength.
Well, I don't think
And
he's
it's-
gonna beat a +8.
No, and it's a 6. So to the ground.
All right. 2 damage there. No, 6 damage there. So now, because of that, so the first one is gonna get a hit. The second one's gonna get a hit. So we're gonna get 5 points on the first attack. And 8. So 6 damage from the shield bash, 5 damage from the first strike, and then 8 damage from the next.
All right, so 13 from the sword altogether. Are you adding any smites to that?
No, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You knock this guy to the ground and just start wailing on him with your sword, and he is boop, boop, boop. Come on. I did click the red. I did click the red. Come on. Yes. There we go. All right.
Oh shit.
All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm missing guys from the turn order as well. That's okay. I'm just going to have them go. I'll have 2 go after Jux, and I'll have the 3 go right now. So starting with the dude that just got wailed on, that's on the floor in front of Ziada, I'm going to have him go, and he is going to try and cast a spell at you, Ziada. I need you to give me I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, was it me making that save?
Yes, Ziada, make a wisdom saving throw as the guy that you just wailed upon turns and attempts to cast a spell on you.
Not great. 9.
All right, with a 9, you fail, and you have now become paralyzed as you just had hold person cast upon you.
I can see that happening.
The next dude to go is the guy that's to the south over here, to Ziada. He sees a lot of shit going on right now, because this room just got crazy. And so he's going to cast Inflict Wounds at Ziada.
Do I make a check or something on that one too?
So, I'm sorry, at the end of your turn, so for paralyzed, at the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom save.
What about the inflict wounds?
And I'm just double checking paralyzed right now for conditions. Conditions, paralyzed. I think it just means you can't take actions, but I'm just double checking. Paralyzed creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak. Creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So this is a spell, so it can't be that the critical hit doesn't work. But there is advantage to try to hit you with it. There it is. That's fine. All right. 12 doesn't hit you. I know that won't hit you. Let's see if we can do better than that. Probably not. And even worse. So you feel this negative energy come flowing towards you, Ziada, and your resistances are just too much. It bounces right off you. It doesn't even hit you, for that matter. All right, it's going to go to the guy that's at the top left. He sees all of these wolves. What is he going to do? He's looking around. I'm going to give him a perception check. All right. He does not notice Harvest. He just sees all the wolves. And so he's going to try to Sacred Flame one of them, and then as a bonus action, he's going to do something else. So, Sacred Flame. Does a 15 hit one of your wolves?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. You take that wolf takes 7 points of fire damage.
Okay. Out of curiosity, like, a dispel magic as a reaction. Can would a dispel magic be able to stop something like that or no?
I think you have to use counterspell. I think dispel
Okay.
magic is just on an effect that's on an item.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
We played around with this a little bit when we did the Curse of Strahd game, and I think you can only counterspell is what you can use. I don't think the dispel magic works as an effect is happening.
Okay.
So I just need, and then as a bonus action, this guy is going to. He's going to. Summon something next to. Oh, did the 7 kill your wolf or no?
It did not. Which one? Can you tell me which wolf was?
The one that's right here. That is going to ping. It's not going to ping. So let me do this. Oh.
If you.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
If you give me control over them, then I can.
I will.
I can keep them marked or.
Do you see
whatnot.
the one that
Yep,
I'm pointing at?
I do.
All right, because it might die now because something else is going to happen.
Okay. Well, then that'll be easy enough.
It might. I mean, we'll see. Come on. Oh, there it is. It showed up. Right. So, this shows up right next to it and is going to attempt to hit it in the face.
Is that like a spirit guardian or something?
It was spiritual weapon. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so. No, it's not. Why did you send that? That is silly. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. You are going to take. What is their modifier? You're going to take 8, 9, 10, 11. You can take 11 points of radiant damage as this one crushes down.
Okay, that one's dead.
All right, I had a feeling. I'd take one of these guys out. Come on.
And it's this guy up here that's just done that.
Okay,
Correct?
so- yep, that's the guy. Yes,
Okay.
I mean, I could make you make a check, but it's not worth it. So, come on. All right, so that was their turn. Jux, it's your turn, and then I have 2 more that can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's all I've got left. So, Jux, you are up.
Him?
Which one? I'm sorry.
By the dragon skeleton?
Okay. Yep. That's 6 points of damage against him. And a 17 is a hit, so 7 more points of damage against him. Pew pew! All right, bonus action move. Anything else?
Let's see. No.
All right. In that case, it is their turn. This guy is going to try and cast Inflict Wounds on you. So I need you to give me a... oh no, it's a ranged spell attack. What am I doing? This one's against you. So here we go. Does a 17 hit you?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You're about to take 3D. Oh my God. 24 points of pain as Inflict Wounds gets cast back at you.
So is that just pain or actual damage?
It's actual damage. It's the target takes necrotic damage, which I assume is the most painful of damages.
Is he touching Jux? I think it's touch.
Make a melee. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought it was a ranged attack, and it is not. You are good call. Well, in that case, what am I gonna do? Oh, I could do this.
Don't sound so excited.
Okay, I would like. Okay, I would like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I would like Jux, Loki, and actually, I don't think I can affect Loki. Target, yeah, because I can't see Loki because he's hidden. So Jux and Novakri both need to make Wisdom saving throws.
I mean, aside from the dice not cooperating with me, like wisdom is my best stat. Sure, we'll survive this.
I feel like you just shot yourself in the foot. Oh no, you did great. And Kevin, if you could make a wisdom saving throw for Novakri, please.
Oh, for Novakri, I was listening for Ziada. That would make sense. Wisdom save. Shit. Oh, wait. What did I
And
roll
so-
before? I'm sorry. I should have gotten... I did not roll a 9 for Ziada. I rolled a 14.
All right. Well, you are not paralyzed then.
16, actually, maybe.
Yeah. The save is an 11, so you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just rolled my regular wisdom, not wisdom save.
Gotcha. So yeah. So
Plus
you are
2
not
versus
paralyzed.
plus 9.
It ended up not having an effect on you anyways, but yeah. However, Jux passed it, but is that the correct wisdom save for Novakri?
Novakri has a +1 for wisdom, so that is the correct save for
All right.
Novakri.
So the dude just cast command and has said to Novakri, flee. So on her turn, the target spends its turn moving away from the commanding creature by the fastest available means. So that sounds like a double move out the door and out the deck. And then this last guy that's over here, what is he gonna do? He is going to, can't do that. He's gonna try and cast Hold Person on Ziada. Ziada, you need to give me a wisdom saving throw for this.
24.
Crush it. Doesn't fucking matter. And but as a bonus action, something shows up behind you. It should. Yeah, boop. And it's going to try to boop you. I doubt it will. Let's see. Does a 21 hit you?
Nay.
Then it goes bing and just sort of peens off your armor and is unable to do any damage. God damn it. And it goes back to the top of the order. Harvest, you're up. I have not given control of the wolves to you yet. Hold on one moment, please. As I do this, will you let me do this? Maybe I did it this way.
You could give control to one, and then just copy and paste, and just get rid of it. That's what I would do. But
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So as I'm doing this, okay, Dolan, just figure out where you want to send them, and I'm just gonna put these guys on the map. So
I know where I want to send them.
I had a feeling.
We can just call these wolves Firestorm.
Ooh, I like it. And as I'm doing this, Dolan, you should be able to move the new guys that I'm putting on the map. The old guys you can't move, so don't worry about it. He's standing on his head.
Okay. Kitty, stop.
He's not happy about that at all.
What?
And so
They wouldn't have even realized he was there if he hadn't killed one of their buddies.
you know, it's possible. It's possible. So yeah. So 7 of them is a miss, but a 15 is a hit. Eight points of damage.
That's a miss.
That one is a miss.
We are going clockwise. We had started from this guy.
At 12. Oh, that guy. Okay, so now
At
bottom
3
corner was a
o'clock.
miss. All right, so 3 o'clock. So
Now we're at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. That's a miss. Oh, but that's a hit. For another 8 damage. Okay,
7 o'clock.
that's a hit. For 6 damage. This guy is you're beating him up. You're killing him.
9 o'clock.
That's a miss. That's a hit. This could do it. This could not do it. Nope, doesn't do it.
11 o'clock. Miss.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
12 o'clock.
12
you have a
o'clock.
chance.
Last one.
Yeah, you did it. Damn it. Yeah, he had 2
Wow,
hit
these
points.
guys really like to roll fucking ones on
He
damage.
had 2 hit points left. You just had to hit him. All right, that guy's dead. All right, Loki, your turn. You are hidden right now.
I will try to hit the closest one, actually.
If you're shooting the dude that's to your northeast, he does have cover from the statue that's between you.
That one. What about
Yeah.
this guy?
That guy, I think he's got a little bit because there's like that big globe right there. If you took like a 5-foot step over to your left, you'd have a wide open shot.
Would I still be hidden?
You'd still be hidden. Boop. He's a little more focused currently on the guy that a 21 didn't hit. Feeling a little under engaged or overmatched.
Gotcha. All right, let's roll. Oof. 17.
Team is a hit.
8. Forgot that I had advantage. One more.
I mean, 100%. Like, yep. If you want to see
Ah,
if
it was
you can make
worse.
that a critical. But 27 points of damage brings this guy like almost to the brink, almost dead.
Cool. All right.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Let's see. Full move behind Valen over the statue over here. Let's try to hide again with the bonus action. Oh.
Disappear. Phelan just feels like the softest, like rustling of air. She turns around. She can't see you. Speaking of Valen, Valen is going to try and zap that guy again. Let's see if she can do a little bit better. Nice. That's a hit. She's going to do a little bit of cold damage. That was a really shitty roll, Valen, but hey, you're doing stuff. And she does 4 points of cold damage to that guy. Okay. Ziada, it is your turn. There's a hammer behind you. There's a guy in the ground in front. And there's some other dudes around too. What do you want to do?
Well, let's start by trying to take out the guy right in front of me. $24.
That's a hit.
That's 7 points of damage.
Come on. 7 points is not enough to kill him. He's looking really ragged though.
All right, well. 19.
Hit.
How about 6 more?
That's more than enough, as he only had 2 hit points left. Drop him.
All right, let's see. Let's go to this guy. This one. Let's go to this guy. And we're gonna try and knock him over. Not with that one. With this one. 21. Strength. Athletics or acrobatics?
All right. I think that's a 14, Bob. So
Yeah, right. So that's gonna be 7 points of damage and pronerism.
and pronerized. All right. Damn it! I did have a plan for him.
It was to lie there, cowering.
Basically, so
Blame
he
the
is
law.
going to try and touch you to cast inflict wounds on you.
Reach out and touch.
Reach out and touch you indeed. And I don't think a 16 is going to do it.
That is correct.
That's correct. So unfortunately, he that's all he can muster. He does that, and yeah, that's about it. So that was that guy. The guy in the middle. Did we? I think we skipped Navakri's turn because I think she got deleted out of the turn order for some reason. But she has. What is her speed?
30.
30. So she has run 60 feet outside the room and down the stairs. So I'm making a mark
Actually
of like.
gonna make.
On her turn, at the end of her turn, doesn't she get to redo a wisdom save?
She does get to do it at the end of her turn, but that means she has moved it at a minimum 60 feet at this point.
That's fine.
Oh.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
She gets advantage, I'm pretty sure, because of the race.
Uh-huh. I agree.
No, it doesn't.
Advantage on
She's
wisdom, good call.
yeah, she's what's it called?
14.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the 5. I saw it on the 5. I was
Right.
like, come on. All right, so she, after running 60 feet away, is like,
Wait a minute,
oh,
what am I doing?
what the hell am I doing down here? And so when it comes around to her turn, which should be right after Ziada anyways, she can run back and get back to where she was if you want to put her back there.
Yeah, that
She decides to take a long rest in the hallway.
He is like, this sucks. I'm out of here. The dude that's in the center that cast command last time sees things not going well. And so what can he do?
Yeah, you better fucking run.
He's
directly
calm
into
down.
us.
calm down.
Yeah.
He is
I'm hurting them, guys. I'm hurting them.
doing my best. Doing my best. He can't do that. Can't do that. He's only got that. Oh boy. In a real pickle. I can't do that. So he's just gonna spend the time to do this. And he's going to summon a spiritual weapon right next to Jux, and it's going to attack you. I'll grab the other guys because, it's not in use for him anymore.
No kitty, no kitty.
Ooh, I don't know if that's going to work. Jux, does an 11 hit you?
I don't believe so.
In that case, the weapon swings and
No.
like clangs off of the sort of moth-like statue or angelic-like statue that's next to you, and yeah, that's his turn. There's only one other guy left, but he's going to go after Jux because everybody else is dead. So Jux, it's your turn. And if we want to put Navakri back on the map, we can put her back on the map.
Okay. All right, so first shot on him. This guy, right? And the same guy.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. 17 is a hit for 6 points of damage.
Still up.
Still up.
Then he gets a second shot too.
Yep. Wouldn't be a pew pew if there wasn't a second pew.
Ten more.
Oh my god. They had exactly 10 points left. And dead. All right. Are you moving? Are you going to do anything on your turn?
Nope, staying right there.
This guy. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. this guy is going to run down here. Try and attack Ziada. He's also going to move his spiritual weapon down right here. Try to do some damage. I don't think this is going to hit, but let's see what we can do here. Oh, clicking the wrong damn thing. All right. So I've got a 22 on the touch and an 11 from the mallet. Does the 22 get you?
It does not.
What is your AC currently? Oh my god.
24.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Novakri.
So just fun fact, because that you're surrounded, I gave these guys advantage, and they're rolling with a +3 to hit. So
Yeah,
I really,
yeah.
I like, unless I
Yeah.
get a crit, it's just not going to happen.
Right.
They don't know that. They just know that you're some kind of superhuman.
Which, even then, it doesn't actually beat it. It's just because it's the auto hit.
Yep. That's it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. So, all right. Back to the top of the turn order. Harvest. What would you like your wolves to do now? I don't think they can make it all the way over to.
Yeah, probably not. Let's see. Yeah, they got it. They can be like around about here, unless they double their move.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to just look at those gems again with my true sight.
Sure. So you take out this orb that you have now, that because of your vision issues, and the light shows you that the amorite, the blue crystals that are in front do seem to have it's almost like a static field around them, and you anticipate that that's probably that like anti-electric or electricity resistance nature to them. But even with your true sight, the yellow gem, the citrine, they don't appear to have anything about them. So I mean, they're valuable stones and they're perfect specimens of them, but as far as like them having a specific thing, there's no real telling. At least as far as what you can make out.
Okay. So the true sight, it does look like they are legitimate. It's not like a figment of my imagination.
Correct. These I mean, these are there.
Okay. The wolves are just doing their thing. And I'm gonna move and true sight some more stuff. I'm kind of true sight and everything around me, so I'll come here and true sight this thing and look at it.
Which thing? Can you point or use the pointer? Or...
Are you seeing my point?
Yes, I can. Sorry, like I said, my machine or Roll20 is lagging so much right now. It takes a hot minute, but yes. So that appears to be a where this on this side appears to be a map of the planet. This appears to be a map of the planes. Like if it doesn't so the material plane is the plane that you exist on, and you sort of fundamentally know that that's what, like, you know, the terra under your feet and the sky above you is. but there are multiple planes of existence, and this is kind of a presentation of that in its entirety.
Does it look magical? Is my true sight saying it's magical? That this device is magical, or it's just simply like a map of the planes?
If at one point it was magical, your true sight does not there is any further latent magic.
Okay. And being that I'm just looking at stuff, I don't know if that would be my turn, or if you would allow me to kind of use my true sight on this statue.
On which statue? Yeah, sure. So that appears to be it again does not appear magical, but it appears to be a cyclops with multiple arms, and does not have there is no conscious knowledge that you have of Cyclops's deities. You do know from talking with Professor Scant that the Netherese were up here in like the sort of northern parts of the world, searching for civilizations, Cyclopean civilizations that at their point had long since disappeared from the face of Faerun. But as far as like who or what this is an image of, you got nothing.
Okay. That's it for now.
Okay, cool. All right, Loki.
All right. Let's see. And there's one at full health right here.
No, he's got a little bit. He's had a little bit taken off of him when Ziada knocked him on his ass. But he's the healthiest of the three that are left up.
Where is the third? We have...
Oh, so I'm sorry. There's a magic hammer that's floating down to the southwest of Ziada. It's not a person.
And this one is casting it?
Yes.
Where's this one? Okay. And I see that guy.
From where you are, let me just get this off the map.
He's like right between the globe
Yeah,
and the
I'll say you
statue.
can see him. Sure.
Cool.
He is
All right.
He is prone right now, and prone creatures
Would give me disadvantage because I'm
correct
far
'cause you're
away.
not next to him. Yep.
Unless I have foreseen this. I'm gonna we're gonna use one of the port.
Use them up. Use them up.
Yeah, I hope we can take a long rest after that. I'm really believing you, Tom.
I mean, you just have to make it through the top floor of this tower. What could be at the top floor of this tower? Who knows?
Oh, Jesus. Is that what you
Fine.
meant?
Yeah.
I thought you meant after this floor we could take a long rest.
No, I said after this battle.
Once you take, well, not after this battle, because this battle means, right after this.
This floor. Right, exactly.
But the way that you would put it, it was like once you survive, if you survive whatever. I don't remember the exact wording, but it was, up for interpretation. But it does not mean this battle long rest, as I understand it. But maybe that's
Well,
just
you
my
guys are in the
knowing
tower.
Tom.
Right, exactly. You just know him well.
It's like, he doesn't mean after this battle.
Yeah.
You guys
Not
are in
at
the
all.
tower. I mean, if you want to set up and take a nap and let them descend upon you while resting, so you actually don't get a rest, who knows what'll happen? I mean, I know.
We have a hut.
We have the hut, and not Jabba.
Dan it, Star Wars.
No one else.
go up there,
the
and
tiniest the hut.
After having eaten himself to death.
Next up, our review of Rocky 5000.
How's 23? I rolled with advantage because I was hidden behind Balin.
Well, would you have advantage, or would it just be a regular shot?
Oh, you're right. You're right. But 23
However-
was my first.
However, with disadvantage, a 16 still hits him, even with a little bit of cover.
Okay.
So worst case scenario, which it wouldn't be.
Right. The first one rolled was 23. So, damage. And Ziada's there. So, 20.
Yeah. An incredible amount of damage, taking this guy nearly to the brink of death, but it's not enough to kill him. Anything else on your turn? Great shot. Just
Good luck, Ziada. That's all.
whisper on the
No
wind. in the
luck
room.
is needed.
All right, that was Loki. It's Valen's turn. Valen's got to move, so she's feeling a little better about this. So she's going to go 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to go up to here. And she is going to try and pew-pew that guy. Oh, 7 on the die, plus 7 is 14. That's a hit. Roll some damage. And loves to roll the 1s on her d8s. But that's 5 points of damage against this guy, who only has 3 points left. He is dead. And that means the magic hammer. Come on. There you go. Magic hammer goes away too, and there's just this one dude on the ground. And it's Ziada's turn.
And then there was one. Would you rather die, or would you like to answer some questions?
Oh, I think he'd rather die, but we should
looks
make
around
plans for questions.
feverishly. He just stares up at you and says, "The Ice Maiden will have her way with you."
Ooh. He's talking that sexy talk, guys.
You can't hear it.
Sure.
You're talking with wolf cats.
Wait, whoa. What the fuck are you saying that is? What is that bullshit? That is on a 20, and you know it, you bitch. That's some horse shit. Alright, well, that's 2 hits. Alright, so no questions answered. Death it is.
So I mean, he has 3 hit points left. So that first one, you just sort of chopping dead meat with that second hit, but dispatches him. Good move though. I mean, if they weren't literally labeled fanatics, there's always a chance talking to people could get you something.
Never gets me.
And so with that, you guys
it never
have
gets us anywhere.
you guys have
want
cleared another level.
I want to have Miss Specialized look
Yeah.
over at these.
I was going there. If Tom will let me move, I will.
Wait, you can't move?
No. I'm just saying,
without
if you'll
permission.
allow me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, so by all means, yes. The fight is done. If you want to explore the room and take a look around.
I want to look at everything with my eyeballs.
Okay.
All of them.
you look around the room, and there are clearly items of antiquity and value in this room. But one of the things that it appears, including on the table with the red and the blue, like crystalline globes that are there, that the time that this space has spent here, trapped in the ice, has eroded or faded many, if not all, of the magics that are in this room. However, one of the things that you do notice as you glance around the room is that at the top of the room, where this creepy creature is, you notice that the pillars that are standing around it that also don't have any frost on them are not pillars, but are actually mimics in disguise. And are a trap that if anyone were to get close enough to this creature, they would immediately attempt to stick to you and eat you.
Like these?
Yep, there are 4 of them.
What?
Yeah.
the
I relay that to the group.
And the other thing that you see, give me a knowledge arcana. No one else can see this. They are perfect representations of stone pillars. They do not without true sight, you would not be able to recognize that these are mimics. These are special mimics, and so I will give you a little more information if you can roll. 17 is there. No, I don't want that.
I don't want it.
So a 17 is not enough to know.
Okay. So I relay the information I did gather about those mimics and the pillars. And I make sure that everyone heard me. I also relay the information about the gems, specifically the blue ones. I talk about their size. I tell the party that we should really try to get one or a few bags of holding because it's really holding us back. And
If we could just find the shop in this city that would sell us the goods,
second
it would be
bag
great.
of
yeah,
holding.
none of them.
We have a bag of holding?
We do.
Oh, fantastic! Whoever has the bag of holding, load up.
Yeah.
And any more specifics on this red and blue orb at the table that I'm standing in front of?
Just that, like, the nature of whatever magic had once been held in them has long since faded.
Diminished.
Yes.
And they just look like orbs. They don't look like anything else.
Crystal balls. Yes.
They look like crystal balls.
They look like crystal balls that are the same color as like mana and healing pools in Diablo. That's what they look like.
You gotcha. I'm taking them too.
You notice that like on the other table are skulls that look like one clearly looks like some sort of demonic creature. Another one looks like a very large like humanoid skull, like too large to be that of a human. And the middle one appears to be like it looks like a black dragon, the skull of a black dragon.
Okay, and go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if Novakri could check out the scroll and the books, and
Yeah.
I wanted Ziada to check out the shards of Narsil over here.
Yep. So you can Novakri, give me an investigation check.
Oh, what a roll! That's a 24 on a crit.
Go. For the most part, everything is tattered and falling apart. Like even books that appear to be like bound with some sort of magics has fallen to the point of like disrepair and just crumbles as she kind of is looking through these books. But there's one thing that catches her eye and she is able to find, and there is one scroll that is intact. The scroll itself is written in a language that she cannot understand.
Draconic.
That's the one that he knows. None of us know.
Exactly. In our off time, I'm fucking learning Draconic.
When I take a rest, I'm teaching myself Draconic. There is, I mean, she could bring it back over to Valen or Professor Scant, and they could probably easily translate this.
Easily. Pathetically easily.
Oh, it's not even a difficult thing to read.
It looks like a toddler wrote this in Draconic.
I have no idea how this could have survived this life. Really? How did you find it, moron? Professor Scant is able to. He's able to read it. And he goes, it's so confusing. None of you speak Loros or Draconic. Really? Well, this is a scroll that would allow a person, a spellcaster of proficient aptitude, to create a Megan. As you may remember, those are those blue folk that we keep finding throughout the city. They were servitors of the Netherese that they created to do their bidding. There were 3 different types. There was a warrior or a soldier type. There was a spellcasting type. And then there was just like a tomfoolery kind. No, I'm just giving you shit. That's not true. There were one called a Hypnos Megan, one called a Galvan Megan, and one called Demos Megan. The Demos were the soldiers. The Galvan were the sort of militarized magic users, and then the Hypnos were almost psychic in nature. And in fact, they were to a certain degree. And the Netherese spellcasters would use these to aid them in their quest for power, their development of their own spellcasting abilities, etc. Or just as gods, to do gardening, or, send nasty telegrams to one another.
Which one do you guys want for the starter? And then we'll catch the others later.
You got to catch them all. Oh, I'm sorry. You've got to catch them all. It's a rule. The spell itself is a 7th level spell. But one of you, if you're not stupid enough, could transcribe it into a spellbook and use it. It is a transmutation spell, as some of you spellcasters may specify in that particular school of magic.
And I mean, can someone like Navakri, even if she can't currently cast 7th level spells, could she still cast it because she found the scroll? Or she wouldn't be able to cast it until she can cast 7th level?
So the way that we've worked this is that if you can cast the spell as long as it's on your spell list or potentially on your spell list, and you can cast a spell of that level.
Okay. So if she can't cast 7th level yet, she can't cast this spell.
I'm just gonna double check this real fast, just in case, because that's a really good question.
Because I know I can only cast up to 5th level right now.
The general rule is that anyone who can read a language can read the scroll and attempt to activate it. This makes it so anyone can use types of scrolls that aren't spell scrolls, such as Scroll of Protection. So I would say that there would be a knowledge arcana roll that would have to be made to do this, okay. But she could effectively, or even Loki for that matter, because he can cast spells, could potentially do this. The other thing is, though, that once a spell scroll is used, it's used, so there's no transference into a spell book for later use. The other thing that Professor Scant would tell you is the ability to make Megan is something that has been lost for millennia. So, to use this foolhardily and not bring this information back into the world, well, do
Be
as you
fool.
will, but this could in fact be a lucrative business that you could bring back to the top side, should we not all perish here in this frozen necropolis.
Cool. Um.
We've only got a
Also,
single spell book, right?
Well, what do you mean?
Loki.
Loki has his spell
One
book.
enemy spell book that we've got.
Loki
Yeah,
oh,
has
Valkyrie doesn't have a spellbook.
no. She's a
Motherfucking sorcerer.
Should I have the book?
No, Bard.
bard. That's right.
Yeah, isn't she a
Right.
bard? Sore bard? Something like
No.
that?
She's-
Yeah, but the warlock
I
would
think-
have
I
a
think
spell book.
after a bit, I think she was gonna go sorcerer a little bit, but ended up going straight bard.
Oh,
Ninth level bard currently.
The warlock
and Bard.
has
Do they?
They can.
All right. I mean, do we really want to leave that information with Jux? He's gonna die by the time he gets to the next floor.
Well, and
that's
so
entirely probable.
technically, I think Loki has two spell books because he did acquire another spell book at one point. It's not his, but he does have it in his possession.
Yep.
Yeah, but as far as copying stuff down, does it have?
Well, I
to be
mean, he could,
yours?
yeah, he could transcribe it into another book if he had it.
Yeah.
Need a lot of gold.
It would be a lot of gold.
Yes.
I mean, you mean just transcribe
Is
one
it pro
spell?
level?
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
there's
Like,
a gold.
yeah, 50
series
gold
and
per
time.
level or something.
Yeah.
no way.
That's not,
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not too terrible.
Because it's like a shit ton of ink or something. Is I guess the logic I don't know.
I forget what level you were. That
I
you
know
got
the
all
papers
the
expensive.
yeah, all the magical components that you need to copy it.
That seems a little absurd.
Also, because I'll tell you about this, because Scant would relay this. There are components necessary for this spell, which are a vial of quicksilver worth 500 gold pieces, and a life-sized human doll, both of which the spell consumes in an intricate crystal rod worth 1,500 gold pieces. That is not consumed, but must be present.
Jesus.
While casting the spell, you place a vial of quicksilver in the chest of a life-sized human doll stuffed with ash or dust. You then stitch up the doll and drip your blood on it. At the end of the casting, you tap the doll with the crystal rod, transforming it into a Megan, clothed in whatever the doll was wearing. The type of Megan is chosen by you during the casting of the spell. When the Megan appears, your hit point maximum decreases by an amount equal to the Megan's challenge rating, and only a wish spell can undo this reduction to your hit point maximum. Any Megan you create with this spell obeys your commands without question.
I mean, ultimately, we don't need to transcribe the spell. We can just have other people pay us to allow them to transcribe the spell.
Well, to get it, I would think we'd want to have Loki get it at least the first time, and it's 2 hours and 50 gold per level. So it's gonna take 14 hours.
Wow.
I will tell you too that each of the Megans, the Demos, Galvin, and Hypnos, are challenge ratings 2, 3, and 1, respectively. So, like, if you were to cast the spell, your hit point maximum would not decrease like violently. It would just go down by that. But the more of these you make, the more you kind of give away your life essence to. However,
Who gets access to wish?
the other thing to consider
bard.
too is these would
Right.
make great hotel staff.
Right. To bring all of the food.
They
From
don't
our-
eat, they don't sleep,
Well,
And we don't have to pay them.
and you don't have to pay them either. I mean,
yeah, from our cauldron.
Yeah, it's exactly. You guys really have set yourselves up to be like Baron if you
Oh,
survive.
absolutely.
I mean, does it really have to be our blood?
Per
No,
the
it's
spell,
gonna be
yes.
Loki's.
Uh-huh.
Not all of us collectively. I mean,
Like
that'd be
when like
crazy.
Jux dies, can we like siphon his blood?
You bring back Jux as a Megan. He's like, I didn't want this. I didn't want this at all.
Well, no, we would use his blood and bring him back in like a different way so that he can at least command them. Until
Alright,
we
as you
do
guys-
too much, and then he just goes, "All right, time to activate my trap card."
As you guys wrap up. What
Wait,
you're
I
doing-
wanted to check out the organ.
Shards of Narsil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're right.
I'm gonna reforge them.
So the organ appears to be an innate organ that may still be able to work,
We'll get the
but
fucking
does not
organ.
appear to have any like overpowering divinity to it, or not divinity, magics around it. Again, maybe it's because of age, maybe because of whatever, but there doesn't appear to be anything more to it than just this ancient, large musical instrument. And then Ziada, as you get there, kind of getting a little wary, realizing that the pillars you're getting close to are literally living creatures that could reach out and touch you if you get too close. Remember, large. And the sword itself, you're right, does look like the shattered remains of, is it Narsil or Narsil?
Yes, not
Yes.
Narsil.
Yeah, Narsil, seal, like you
Yeah.
could really stress that
go
I
very
sound.
elven on it.
Yeah, Narsil.
The Narsil.
Yeah. There's an E at the end, even though there's no E at... Shut up, Eld. It appears to be that at one point this blade must have had some kind of significance, whether it was something that was wielded by someone of power or notoriety, or perhaps was something of an artifact level. But Dolan's Eye of True Seeing, or Arcane Eye, will tell you that whatever it is, this was something that was kept from, must have been like a historical vantage point, as opposed to otherwise.
Well, gather all those up because it's gonna be
Yeah.
wielded by someone of notoriety again.
And somebody has collected the crystals and put them in a
Not
Bag
yet.
of holding?
That was the next move.
yeah. What are the names of the types of crystals again, Tom?
So the two were called, come on, Amarith. The blue ones were Amarith, generally are green, but in this instance, because of their purity, they are blue. And then the yellow ones were citrine. What is the amount of weight that your bag of holding can hold? Because some of these weigh like a solid 10, maybe 20 pounds.
Oh, I've got 300 pounds left in the bag of holding.
So there are, how many, 11 of them? I just counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 11 of them.
11 total.
There are the smaller ones, we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are going to be 10 pounds, and then the other 5 are 20 pounds.
Okay.
So 80 pounds of the pure Amarith.
No, I'm counting all of them.
All of them. So
yeah.
80 pounds total.
So-
I'm assuming the bottom three these are 20. These are all 10.
I also
These
have
two
one.
are 20. And then these
Yes,
3.
you got it. Yep, that was the
Yeah.
6 and 5. That was the 6
That's
and
what
5.
I was
Yep.
figuring. All right, cool.
So it would be 60
I'll-
pounds
I'll-
for the small ones, and then what was it, 20 for the other 5? So that would be 100. So that would be 160 pounds. Minus whichever one Dolan said that she took.
And I also, while we were talking to Scant and Balin, I asked them about those two little sarcophaguses that are there, those coffins. If they get any information off of them, if they want to check them out, if there's names, if they can determine who's in there,
Yeah,
is
sure.
anybody we
So,
care
so
about.
Valen would go over it at like Scant's encouragement, and would discuss, like, they would kind of like blow the sort of frost and the dust off the top of them where those placards are, and they attempt to read it, and it's impossible. Like, it's just crumbled, just like the papers that Novakri was looking through. Clearly, these were bodies of some renown for something, but as is the case with this crumbling city, lack of care, lack of magics, lack of lots of things has resulted in its inevitable decay.
Should we open them, guys?
I love it. Love it. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen?
Exactly.
Sure, let's go for it.
Do it, Jux. Do it. I can
Sure.
put my wolves.
I mean, I would say if you're going to open them, you need to be near them. Valen is just going to say, I mean, there could be something interesting in it, but I'm not going to stand next to it. Backs up.
What are we doing?
Ziada's like, what?
I
You're looking at it. You're looking at a sword, Ziada.
I was trying to get the gems in.
Yep, good job. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
As you guys are discussing opening up the sarcophagi, everybody give me a perception check.
Ugh. Hate those.
I hate those.
Fuck.
Yo.
Keeper.
Well, Ziada and Jux both notice that at the top of the stairs, in the top right of the room, a head ducks down and looks and sees you guys in the room, and a pile of corpses everywhere, and just disappears and runs back upstairs. And then a few moments later, this fog starts to come down the stairs. Almost like the staircase in Ghostbusters. And actually, with a 20, Ziada, you barely hear the whispers of a voice coming from the stone floor above you.
There is no Dana, only Jewel.
Ah, so close. No, it says in this sort of hissing voice, "Keep them busy. I have to finish the portal."
Yeah. Well, we're on a timeline, guys.
Time to move. Is this a harp?
Where?
Right here.
It looks like it. Looks like a big old broken harp.
Ziada, grab the map as we go by. Which?
Yeah, I was curious about that. What is that a map of?
That is a map of what Faerun looked like when the Netherese were in power. It's
Totally take it.
It looks very similar to what the world does now. Just fast forwarded a couple thousand years. So there have been some things that have occurred that have literally reshaped Faerun. The spell plague being one of them. The I forget what the age was called when like a number of the gods got cast out of like the divine spheres that they
like
rule, and they
time-
walked among
That was the time of troubles, was it?
Time of Troubles. Yep, that was it. When like Bane came back and was actually like walking around humans, just causing turmoil and death and destruction.
What was the time that there was like an assassin god who had all of his followers start killing followers of other gods so that they lost their powers, so that he could then kill them?
That sounds like something Cyric would do. Cyric was a god that was around right around the same time that Mystra went in her original form before
Which Mystra?
the original Mystra, before she like sacrificed herself to save the Weave because of the rise of shadow magic. And the rise of shadow magic happened because of the Netherese. So they're like, you guys are like literally seeing the world as it was seen through the vantage point, like how many generations before you guys had even come into existence right now when you look at that map.
All right, well, time to head upstairs.
All right, as you guys start to collect yourselves and get ready to go upstairs, you see this. You don't have to get over the stairs. You don't have to move around on the map or anything. You guys see that there is this fog cloud that is coming down the stairs, and it is making it impossible to see through it.
Hold on.
Now, hold on. I realize that somebody in the group has an eye of true seeing that would allow you to see through that. However, the eye of true seeing has a range of 30 feet. If you want to walk up to the edge of the cloud and see how far you can see, sure, be my guest. Go nuts with that. If you want to walk into the cloud and see what you can see, you can do that.
Right.
Remember, you have something in your hands, and if you have somatic components of your spells, just make sure it's not saying you have to use multiple hands. Can't do it.
But I also have the Warcaster feat that allows me to cast spells even with somatic components. It doesn't matter if I'm holding a weapon or a shield or something in my hands.
Yep, that's a great feat. That's cool. But if you have any items you want to use, I know you've got a staff listed on your stuff and
I
things.
literally have never used my staff.
I know. I'm just saying we're getting towards end game time. I'm assuming some of this shit's gonna get buffed.
Right. I'm also just saying I can cast spells while holding things in my hands,
Okay.
like an eyeball.
Like an eyeball.
Specifically.
Specifically,
Also-
an eyeball.
Well, also remember that using the eyeball is an
What?
action.
Okay.
You're using an item.
So you just go in, guys, and start hacking and slashing.
I can't see what's in there. You guys
Assume
go first.
that there's something there.
And so I think what I will do, try to make this easier. I don't know if this is going to work. So you guys think about how you want to go about this. And I'm going to see if I can't make Roll20 work a little nicer for me by doing something else entirely. By the way, who rolled, was it Kevin that rolled the black dice in Roll20, or who rolled that?
Yes.
That was cool looking.
Yes. I had changed my color because I'm like, oh, you know what? That probably goes better with like my wings and stuff. And then when I rolled for Novakri on just the other one, it rolls on here. And it's just like, oh shit. That's cool.
It's unfortunate. The things that would help us in this situation are concentration, and I don't want to lose my wolves.
How long do you have your wolves for?
An hour.
Okay, cool. You got 3 seconds left.
What?
That hour was
I'm kidding.
fast.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was like, okay, in that case, then I'll fucking.
I'm gonna do anything else now.
Ah.
This is how can I move this so it works?
Annoying.
So I need to put this here.
Okay. Yeah. The things that would help us in this situation are all concentration. So I'll get within 30 feet unless somebody else has a better idea. My wolves will be ahead of me. Ziada, if you're gonna be lead, I can surround you by my wolvish allies and look ahead of you and tell you if someone is there. Sounds good?
Doesn't sound bad.
Okay.
Sounds like a thing.
That's certainly some words.
That's our formation. And then I can see to the arch. Okay. So I can see double arc in front of us.
Alright, so let's get up those stairs.
All right. So there's just so much stuff I have to get ready. Gotta
What is civilization called again?
so that was
Netherese.
the empire, the Netherese or the Nethril Empire. Goodness gracious. right. So, what is the formation moving up the stairs?
You see it.
And scrolling back. This is so.
We just need Navakri and Balin.
All right. So as you exit the room, so it's Novakri. I'm sorry, it's Ziada surrounded by wolves. You're right behind Ziada. Jux and Littlefoot. I'm sorry, Littlefoot. Oh my God. Loki and Novakri are. He does have little feet. Are coming up behind. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So.
And this is the distance I have for visual.
Okay, so I just want to double check.
I'm scanning. Boo, 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 boo.
All right, so the fog in front of you is considered heavily obscure. A creature effectively suffers from the blinded condition when trying to see.
But I can see clearly through it with true sight.
Holding this, yes. So a
Okay.
blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So as you move up out of this room, you find yourselves in another stairwell that's a lot like the first stairwell you guys battled up. The entirety of it is covered in this fog, and it seems to be drifting down from the next level. You guys move cautiously. I imagine you're kind of holding on to each other. What are your wolves doing when they're blinded?
Well, they have keen senses, so they work on sound and smell.
Right, but sound and smell doesn't tell them where to move.
Oh, they follow my direction, so I'm telling them where to move.
Okay, and so you're telling each one of them.
Yes,
where
move
to step.
forward. Move forward, move to the left, move to the right. So I'm giving direction. I'm also giving Ziada direction.
Okay. I think. Yeah. All right. That's fine. Okay.
And ultimately, I'll be telling them when they're approaching an enemy and where that enemy is. And my wolves will be able to smell that enemy.
All right. As you continue up the stairs, you can see before anyone else that the fog cloud seems to come to an end at the top of the stairs, and that in the room, through the fog cloud, you see space start to open up a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And then I need you to give me a perception check. Why did that just happen? That's not cool. Oh well. All right, with a perception check, you can see that in this room, there's like a central, it looks like there's some chairs that are knocked over. But again, as you move 5 feet forward, you can only see another 5 feet, another 5 feet, another 5 feet. Do you continue into this room? As you get closer, you and the wolves start to hear this like this chanting, this like rhythmic spell casting that appears to be happening somewhere in the room.
Yes, we do continue forward, but why is it I only see 5 feet ahead?
I'm sorry. So like your vision is extending 5 feet as you move forward 5 feet.
5 feet. Okay, so but I can see 30 feet ahead of me.
Correct. You see 30 feet, but as you like step another 5 feet forward, you see an additional 5 feet from what you just
Gotcha.
saw through the fog. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to limit what you could see. I just was trying to be a little
Okay.
clearer about
And I'm aware that at the end of the stairway the fog is going to be ending, and I don't see anything in the stairway.
So you don't see anything in the stairway, and
Okay.
the room looks like it looks like it opens up into like a circle that's roughly the same size as the stairwell that you guys are working your way up. If you need like a visual for that size, if you scroll back over to the left, you can see that map where you guys were going over the
Gotcha.
stairwell.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a mark on the map where you're coming through. Your wolves, as they start to hear this voice that's chanting, you hear them start to growl as they sense like the coming conflict that must be waiting for them at the top of the stairs.
Yes, my pretties. Yes, get ready. We go up. We continue.
Okay. Nobody.
As long as I see an enemy that is within their attacking distance or that puts them at immediate threat, I have everyone continue. As soon as I see someone that can threaten them, then I will let them know and have them attack.
Okay. Double check something. Did
And my wolves
Okay.
start salivating. That's what they start doing. Wolves don't growl, they just salivate. They're stealthy, quiet.
Okay. So a couple things are going to happen as you get closer and closer to the edge of the fog. I'm not having people roll stealth because you're walking up the stairs with a pack of wolves, and I know some people have no stealth, so that's out of the question. You guys can feel.
What are you talking about? I'm the stealthiest one here.
Ever since the
I
start, as
penetrate.
Coswalla. As you guys get there, you can start to see light that seems to be like cascading through the fog, so you can start to see a bit more. What is your plan? Are you guys just going to step through the portal? Are you going to try to rush in? What are you going to do?
I would like to see. I would like to cast Detect Thoughts to see if I can detect the presence of a thinking creature outside of the fog.
Sure. What's the radius on that?
30 feet, it looks like.
3 feet.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna say you guys get to be about like maybe you can't tell, but I mean, I think for Harvest, who's back a little ways, who's kind of like whispering and coaching you guys through this, or maybe she's communicating telepathically with Novakri, and Novakri is like sending like mind thoughts to each of you to like know what's coming up and what's happening. You reach your mind out with this spell, and is there a save or do you just pick up thoughts?
So it looks like just for detect thoughts, I think the original thing, there is no actual save. I think it's more for when I try and probe further into their mind. But let me see. Because it was actually focus on the creature you choose it's unaffected. Initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature.
As
if
you
you
reach
probe
your mind
deeper,
out,
the target must make a wisdom saving throw. So yeah, it
As-
looks like it's
as-
just like I'm able to get like just the surface thoughts. What is most on its mind in that moment?
all right, as you reach, as your mind reaches out to see what is around you, there is a bustle of thoughts that come back to you of various emotive natures, but all of them seem to be the readiness for a fight, as in whatever you're walking into, they, them, it, however many, have prepared and are waiting for you. Now, if you would like to go further with that and try to like get into one of their minds, I'm happy to roll a save. With your outreach, you feel that there are two types of minds. There is one that is categorically like a frenetic or frenzied human, and then there's another kind that seems colder, almost. I don't want to say robotic, but more patient, waiting.
They're prepared for us.
Can we just set the room on fire?
Firestorm.
You guys do have that. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Always did. Astronaut meme.
So, are we going in slow or are we going in fast? If they're prepared for us, we should go in fast.
Yeah, I think
Well,
we
the fog is just coming pairs, right?
scatter the wolves and have them charge forward. I'm charging forward.
I was actually thinking I like to keep them in a pack because they work well that way, and I was gonna have them target the spellcaster.
Oh, absolutely.
you would-
But I was thinking like scatter them like in groups. Maybe like 2 or 3 groups.
So you would
Okay.
have to be able to see this spellcaster to
Yeah,
guide them.
I
as
would.
a spellcaster.
Absolutely. So as soon as you give
so-
me the opportunity to see that,
So I'm thinking like I was thinking of having them like spread out through the fog. But like obviously still try and get that pack tactics deal going on.
yeah, I think I got the distinct impression that the fog ends as soon as we get to the stairwell.
That
Tom
is
did
correct.
say that.
That is correct.
So
Yeah,
I
so
don't think
as-
we have
as-
to
as
scatter
we're
through the
approaching
fog.
Well, I'm saying scatter out of the fog. Like I assume that we're
Yes.
like
I mean, we're in a stairwell, so they already have a bottleneck on us.
yeah. Oh yeah, because I'm thinking it opens up and stuff. So I mean, it's gonna be something where we're all just charging through the one area.
Exactly. I mean,
So I
they
said,
are
Room
the
on
ability-
fire.
Balin, Napalm.
Dino.
Valen's like, I don't have that goddamn spell, and you know it.
The fuck have you done? What could I do?
Don't not
Just-
know
We just have you here to read Draconic, really?
it.
You guys would have shit out of luck if you didn't have me here. Me and Scant.
It's funny that this entire conversation is going via telepathy.
Yeah, it's just angry
Yeah.
yelling in each other's
Just-
heads. Yeah.
just through Novakri.
Right, exactly. So everything that's said is in
She's like,
Navakri's
"Why-"
voice.
So here's what I think we should do. I think
Bold.
we should roll initiative. I'm going to put everybody on the initiative tracker, including all of the wolves, and then whoever's going to, as we go through, say what you're going to do, and then I will start to reveal to you what it is that you're seeing, and then we'll go from there. So let me move this incredibly slow-moving map again. I'm gonna really work on tweaking this for next week.
Okay. FYI, so this way you know Ziada, my wolves are gonna go in to 3 groups. 3 of them are gonna go flank to the left, 3 are gonna flank to the right, and then 1 wolf is gonna stay with you.
Okay. Sounds
It's a circular room, so I think.
We'll find out that was just a lie from Tom too.
Yeah.
No, it's a circle room. It's definitely a circle.
And are my wolves gonna have a separate initiative this time, or are they still gonna go on mine?
They're gonna have a separate initiative this time. I think for the fight last time, I think it worked
Yeah.
well to just have you control
Yep.
them. But for
For
this
ease.
particular fight, I'm gonna have them each roll initiative.
Okay.
So I have put you guys into the turn order, and let's get that done. And then, like I said, we'll run through what maybe with ease or however, because we are pushing the 11:30 mark right now. But we can get the initiatives on the board at least.
Fuck you.
Hey, and another 2. Fan fucking tapped.
Why is my virtual tabletop not that? What happened?
I just realized you guys didn't bring Vaylin over. Felt bad. No, I know.
But
I
we
did-
were
like, I was
definitely
like, why
giving
is-
her shit, so she's definitely there. How far?
I was just like,
how far does
where is
Novak
she?
reach? 90 feet. Hold on. Where was she? She
No,
was
I
able-
pulled Novakri's over there.
Oh,
Oh, she
Jesus.
definitely would have been able to reach from wherever she was. 90 feet at this point. Yeah, she could have almost reached the whole room. Yeah, Vaylin could have been pouting in the corner and still could
She
have.
still would have heard it.
Novakri still could have reached her with, as we've gotten to 9th level at this point.
Dolan, for sake of rolling for your wolves, I would. What do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Just roll 7 d20s and then add your modifier, and then you can just go in, roll them, and I can add them right now.
Oh, each wolf is gonna according to the spell, they all go on the same initiative.
I thought
So I would-
according to the spell, they each rolled initiative.
Mm-mm. They have the same initiative.
Scrolling up. Not too far. Can you throw it in the chat again? Sorry.
Sure. Hold on. I'm gonna go back. 3rd level. Conjure animals. Display. Did it pop up?
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Each beast is considered the summon creature friendly. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group. You are correct. I'm sorry. I thought I had read that it was each. So yeah, so just once, and then that will be when they go.
They got an 8.
An 8. All right, I'll put that in for each of them. Actually, you know what? I can just put one of them on
One
the
wolf,
turn order,
yeah.
and then we don't need all the rest of them.
You got it.
Well, that having all of them allows you to make sure that each of them gets their turn.
That's true.
And, they're all
And then
getting
can someone roll for Novakri?
I mean, I know that they rolled an 8, but I also highly suggest that we just let them run into the room first. So, Jesus.
All right. So, first up again, Harvest. You can issue your command to your wolf, but they won't go yet.
Okay. You know the commands I just told them, and Ziada.
Okay. And Harvest Harvest. No, I'm sorry, Harvest. Novakri will be up next. Novakri is. Are you going to do anything? Cast any spells?
I imagine this. Doesn't have the one I'm looking for, which is too bad. But so I guess it's gonna be just an Eldritch Blast, unless Novakri comes back and says otherwise.
So, just preparing to do that, or is Novakri going to run into the?
No, Novakri's not running past everyone. So yeah, I guess preparing as, you know, if kind of the smoke clears and there becomes someone available to shoot at, then, you know, here come the pews. Otherwise, you know, not imitating a church.
Okay. So Novakri readies. Making notes.
Holy shit.
Vaylin
Just-
readies.
awesome.
Loki, what do you do?
And this is still just going up the stairs, though we were in the fog.
You guys are in the fog. You've been told that it clears into a room up ahead in front of you, maybe 10, 20 feet in front of you. Ziada has told you that there is thoughts in the room of an ambush waiting as soon as you enter. The thought process from Harvest is that she's going to send her firestorm of wolves into the room first to try to handle whatever is waiting. And it's your turn to go first if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind whoever's like right in front of me or next to me.
Okay. Roll me. So you are effectively hidden from anything right now because nobody can see into the fog as much as you can't see out of the fog. So
Cool.
I would say that you are hidden. However, walking out of the fog requires you to move. So I don't know how you could hide for that.
No, I'm gonna
Make sense?
maintain being hidden behind a teammate.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Like I think that's like a halfling thing.
That's right, but I think that because you're blinded right now and you're working, you know what? Roll it.
27. I wanted just to. I'll hold hands.
Hold. Somebody put your hand behind you, and I'm just gonna hold it.
Yeah. Keep them right in front of me. Naturally stealthy. You can attempt to hide even if you're obscured by just one creature at least one size larger than you.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna just maintain that.
Maybe that's what Harvest other hand is doing right now. First hand is holding her replacement eyeball. She's focusing on that, and the other hand is just behind her. And Loki's got like your little finger in his hand, just like wheep, disappears even further into the mist. All right, it's the Firestorm's turn, and I think we will pick that up next week, as it is now 11:37. What waits the adventurers at the top of the tower? Surely nothing more complicated than they've faced already. Surely.
Very likely not. That
But
would
with
be
that-
ridiculous.
Thank you guys. I hope you're having fun. And I did mean what I said, that you will probably be able to take a long rest unless certain choices are taken.
Eventually.
Following this tower. I mean, that long rest may be your death, depending upon how this plays out, but to be announced.
Very cool. Thank you.
No
Thanks,
worries.
Tom.
Thanks everybody for playing.
Thank.
See you
Later.
guys
I don't
next
want to make anybody too excited either. There may be even more boon awaiting you if you survive this next.
Speaking of
Well.
boons, we didn't have a quiz this week.
You guys did not have a quiz this week because we didn't have a full contingent of player, and so I did have questions for you, but I was like, nah, it's not fair. They're missing a person. So,
Yeah, we'll get the questions for next week so that you can ask shit from this week that Mike won't know the answer to. Good call.
exactly,
Good pick.
exactly. Or maybe I'll just reuse the questions I already have from last week. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Gotta be 2 weeks ago that nobody will.
Times we've forgotten.
Maybe. Who knows? But all right, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night. We'll talk to y'all
Okay.
later.
Later, guys.
Later.